All right, peace and love, Capricorn. It's cold as shit outside. It's cold as fuck outside. Excuse my language. I don't know where you live at, but I'm in New York and it's cold as shit outside. Like literally your face will freeze up. That's how cold it is out there. What's today? December 4th? I think it's Jay-Z's birthday today. But goddamn, cold as shit outside, y'all. Now I can eat my smoothie. I'll drink my smoothie, but definitely wouldn't be drinking this shit outside because that shit would be stuck to my mouth like this. Peace and love to everybody in the sound of my voice. I've been going through some things, yo. I'm asking, before I speak too much, I'm asking God to just give me discernment. It's like I'm going through an emotional roller coaster right now. And it don't got nothing to do with human beings. It got something to do with God, right? Now, I'm a strong believer in God, right? I just been through so much in life. Too much magical shit happened around me for me to think that I'm by myself, right? But I had to be honest with myself. So I've been getting into the Bible, but I've been getting into like the Ethiopian Bible, right? And I don't know how many people been through this, but I've been reading the Bible and I've been listening to the audio versions of the Bible, of the Ethiopian Bible. And for God to be all knowing and all loving, it just seemed like the God in the Bible is murdering and killing everybody. It seemed like a mean God that's killing people, right? That's killing babies, killing kids, slavery. It's like it's mad murder. God is killing a lot of people in the Bible. And I'm like, they put this image. I'm like, that's not the God that I serve. Like, my God that I serve is not a murderer. My God is fair. You know? My God is loving. He compassionate. But the God in the Bible seemed like a narcissist that's just killing people. And so then it's like, you gotta ask people, is your belief based on a book, or is your belief based on your relationship with God? And is your relationship with God backed by a book? Or is it a relationship with God, right? But it's entirely too much killing in the Bible by God for that to be God. And I don't want to speak on it too much. I'm going to keep reading, I'm going to keep listening. For instance, in the book of Enoch, it talk about like angels or the children of heaven plotting on the daughters of earth, right? And it was like, well, let's go have sex, you know, and make babies with the women with the daughters of earth. And it sound like, you know, like the Anunnaki story, right? And they went and slept with the daughters of earth. And they had babies. And they had giants, right? 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 But then one was like, I don't want to do this because I know I'm going to have to pay for this from God. So they all came together and said, like, they all going to take on, like, the sin. And then they taught them all about astrology and astronomy. They told them about the knowledge of the planets and even how to, like, do their eyelids. It says that. Told them how to do their makeup and eyelids and shit like that. I told them the science of the clouds. So pretty much, and God was mad. And I'm like, well, think about now, if it was diseases on the planet and it was certain plants that cured diseases, right? If they taught them science and the knowledge of the heavens and the days and numerology and astronomy, that means that they would be woke. That means that they would be intelligent. That means they would know a lot of shit. Why would God get mad? Why would God want us to be dumb? So it just seemed like it almost make, if you really listen to the Bible, and I'm trying to be careful with my words, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. It almost feel like that God is Satan in the Bible. Like, think about, and I'm not saying that's a fact, but that's just how I'm feeling now. It's too much killing, and like, why would God want human beings to be dumb? Why wouldn't God want them to know the knowledge about the plants and the herbs and astrology and numerology? Why would God just want you to be walking around dumb? Then he talk about he a jealous God. And whoever don't praise him, pretty much they gonna burn in hell and he gonna kill. That shit it don't sound like God in the Bible. It sound like some white man wrote that shit. It sound like some white evil man wrote that shit. It sound like, I won't even say white. It sound like some human beings wrote that shit. Like, and it's like, God flooded the whole, he flooded the whole earth before, according to the Bible. So he killed everybody, kids, old people, everybody. But when they was up, when they was up there plotting on making babies with the daughters of the earth, God is all knowing. Couldn't God have stopped them or destroyed them before they even went down there to do that? You know? And I'm not here to, I don't want nobody to follow what I'm saying. I'm just speaking the truth. What if the Bible is a trick? What if all of this religion shit is a trick? How could God tell you not to kill, thou shalt not kill, and then kill everybody in the Bible? And I never blaspheme against God, but if I took the Bible away, do I still got a relationship with God? If I took the Bible out of the picture, I still got a relationship with God, right? It's just, I don't know. It's just too much. Why would God want us to be dumb? If we got a disease and it's a plant that could cure the disease, why wouldn't God want us to know that? That don't sound like the God that I serve. God killing babies, wild women, men, destroying whole cities. That sound like the God of love? Or that sound like a devil? Praise me or else. You know? I'm just talking out loud. I'm never saying I don't believe in God. I believe in God. But I just don't know. How could I ignore all the murder that's in the Bible by God? How could God murder so much and tell you not to kill? How is that possible? Are we that like wrapped up in religion that we can't, that it's like hard to accept that this don't sound like a God of love? In the Bible, it don't sound like a God of love. So I asked God to show me the way, because I still got a relationship with God outside of a Bible. I'm like, do I need to read the Quran? Like, or do I need to leave all these books alone? It's like, if you got a kid, right, and you got a baby, right, and they young and they immature, or they don't know something, and something was gonna harm them, or they was gonna make a decision. When you stop them, why is all of this shit just allowed to happen? Like, I'm talking about in the book of Enoch, it's talking about these spiritual beings, and it sounds like the Anunnaki, seeing women, sleeping with women down on earth, making giants with them, making babies with them, and it was against God, and then teaching them like the knowledge of the stars, right? And then everybody wound up getting destroyed. Couldn't God just, when the first thought they thought of going to sleep with the women down here, couldn't he like send some lightning or some shit that would have stopped them from doing it? Like, when you do that with your kid, if you God and your kid is about to do some shit, like they about to take a hit of crack, and you know this drug is addictive. When you knock the crack pipe out of their hand, I'm talking to God out loud. You know, does does your does your relationship with God depend on the Bible? Like, if the Bible never existed, do you got a relationship with God? If the Quran don't exist, do you got a relationship with God, or is it all about the Bible or the Quran? Right? It's, to me, it's just too much murder. The God in the Bible is murdering, killing everybody. It's like a real mean God. But that's the same God that tell me not to kill. But he killing babies and everything in the Bible. It's like we ignore that shit. Hey, I'm a jealous guy. I'm a jealous guy? God is jealous? I thought jealousy was a trait of the devil. It's almost like, you know, it almost feel like they flipped the roles of the devil and God in the Bible. You know? And I'm just bold enough to speak about it. You know? I'm bold enough to speak about it. But the whole book, the whole Bible is talking about people getting murdered by God. You know? If I read the Quran and the Quran was talking about how that guy was murdering everybody, I'm like, it's like it's like fear-based. It's like it'll put people in fear. Of course you're gonna fear God because God created you, but not that type of fear though. I just it feel like some evil ass white man wrote that book. You know, peace and love. You know, and I don't wanna knock nobody's faith. Y'all don't gotta listen to me. I'm just speaking out loud. You know, I've really been taking my time. You know, really like digging into the Bible. And I didn't want to get into the King James Bible. I wanted to get into the Ethiopian Bible. And it's just too much murder in the Bible by God. Like, I'm like, It's nowhere in the world that's the God. That's like the God that's up in the sky. It's the God that's in that Bible. It's like, I know a lot of black people, a lot of people it feel like, I'm doing something blasphemous. And y'all hear me talk about God all the time. You know what I mean? Um, y'all hear me talk about God all the time. You know? But I'm not talking about like I lost my faith in God. I just don't know if the God in the Bible is that the real God. Because nobody gonna have enough heart to say nothing like this. They not. People, I watch my aunt, I watch the elders in my life. They literally sat back and waited on Jesus to come. I mean, they didn't even live their life. They were so like scared of going to hell that they literally died. Like, went to church 3, 4 days out of the week, and that was their life. Just, something just was ticking to me for the last couple of days. I've been really, been really like constantly listening to the verses in the Bible, right? And I'm like, um, God is doing most of the killing in the Bible. He even sent people to kill like groups of people, babies, wives. I'm like, what God? Why? How can I ignore that God is like a serial killer in the Bible? We come from God. God created us, right? So how is God killing so many people in the Bible? And just look. Everybody else just look past it. It sound like some evil ass white man wrote that shit. It feel like some evil white man wrote that Bible. Because all of that shit is what somebody evil would do. That ain't what God is a God of love and war. I get it, but it's too much war. You know, you know, and that's why Infinite Love. King James was black, by the way, and I never rock with the King James version of the Bible because they took books out of the Bible. That's why I go to the Ethiopian Bible. So when I was reading the book of Enoch, which you're not gonna find in the King James Bible, you know, and a lot of people not gonna speak about this because they're gonna feel like they're gonna go to hell, and they say don't you ever question God. I ain't questioning God. I'm questioning the Bible. And why can't I ask the question? This is my life. This is my eternity. This is what I believe in. So why can't I ask it? They said when I used to ask what color was Jesus in church, they tell me don't ask that shit. I'm tired of that shit. I got questions to ask. If I'm gonna believe, I'm not believing in some shit halfway. You're not getting me like that. And why is God killing all these people in the Bible? You can't tell me that that's love. Can't tell me that that's love. If you tell me, if in the commandments it says thou shalt not kill, why is God killing so many people in the Bible? Cain and Abel, right? Cain killed Abel. Didn't God know that Cain was gonna kill Abel before Cain killed Abel? So when Cain was killing Abel, why didn't God stop Cain from killing Abel? Hear the horns? I'm just saying. God is Almighty God. He didn't know Cain was gonna kill Abel. He didn't know Eve was gonna eat the fruit. And I understand free will, right? I understand free will, but if it was gonna fuck everybody up, right? Let's say our ancestors did something in the past that we got cursed into slavery. Well, could God like stop the ancestors from doing what they was doing? That way we wouldn't have to go into slavery. Can't do it. People use the Bible to enslave us. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna leave it alone. Black people use that all the time. Like, yo, we did something. You know, that's why we went into slavery. Ran from the Love said, makes sense for control. Nivik said, I struggle with organized religion, but I do know all races have been slaves. Can I get some light? Hold on, yeah. Here we go. And I'm not here to waver nobody's faith. I still pray to the Most High God. I just don't know if the Most High God that been blessing me is the Most High God in that Bible. And then I ask you this. If you decided or you got confirmation that the Bible was made up, where did that leave you with God? If today it was a known fact that the Bible was made by some evil white people, right? Right? Where do that leave? If we ain't infinite love, where did that leave you? If today you put down the Bible, because I feel like I got a relationship with God, no matter what book, right? But if today, I'm just asking y'all can help me out. Sugar Mama said, the Most High God, the Most High is the God of the Bible. So then I ask you this, I'm not saying you're wrong. So then I ask you this, how do you know that? Are you saying that out of fear because you're scared you're going to go to hell? Are you saying that because this is what your parents taught you, right? Sugar Mama said 3275. You said the Satanist just changed his name, right? You said the Satanist just changed his name. Ray Evans said, right, I meditate in nature when the light came spiritually, came understanding that there's more. I just ask people that. If you woke up one day and said, you know what, I don't believe like this Bible is official. So do you got a relationship with God? Does your relationship with God stem from the Bible? If there was no Bible, do you have a relationship with God? Or your relationship with God comes from the Bible? You said no. Okay, I'm slow right now, waiting for the loud. I'm slow, because this shit been, I'm just speaking loud about it. You said yes outside of the Bible. In the book of Enoch, right? Even in the Bible, it talk about people being psychic mediums, right? It talk about people being psychic mediums. And I'm like, it go back to the book of Enoch. where they was teaching the daughters of the earth who they slept with, you know, about astronomy, numerology, the knowledge of the plants, right? Why would God shun me for being able to speak to him directly? It don't sit right with me. In the book of Enoch, right? I feel like you took it out of my mouth. I feel like I feel like, honestly, Ray Infinite Love, I feel like I was one of the one of the earth angels that went into the women. I was like, I feel like I'm one of them. I feel like I'm one of the children of heaven. If you read the book of Enoch, it's talking about the children of heaven, like the aliens that went and slept with human beings on the planet. And then when I was looking at the book of Enoch, right, it said that they didn't have wives, right? Think about it, if they had wives, they sound like they was horny, right? If they had wives, they wouldn't do that. They would have been sleeping with their wives. But then the book of Enoch said, God said that he didn't give them wives because their wives existed in heaven. So they didn't have wives on earth. Look at me, I'm single. I'm 41. Most of the women I've been with are tried to kill me or do some fucked up shit to me or try to steal my energy, right? I got 2 kids, and both of the baby mothers do some wild ass, and I'm a good ass nigga. I'm a good father. I'm a good person. And they betray me with bullshit ass people, right? So it's like, when God said, you don't have a wife on earth because your wife exists in heaven, I know that I'm on earth. What? How can I do the shit that I do? I mean, I'm just being honest. How can I do the shit that I do accurately? How can I look at time? I know what's gonna happen. How can I read energy through phones? I got all these gifts I could sing. It ain't shit that I can't do. I can't even, at work, I sit at work and I can't even participate in the conversations fully because I know too much and it'll make me a target. I can't even conversate with people. Every day I gotta hide myself. Every day. Every day I can't even talk to regular human beings because I know too much. And they either look at me weird or they'll start plotting on me. Literally. I could never get it's like I could never get in deep conversation with regular human beings because my shit is over their fucking head. Literally. I be with my coworkers and I don't talk. They do all the talking. And they don't be talking about shit. And the reason why I say they don't talk about shit, because the shit I know is like over their head. They gonna think I'm crazy. If I could tell them, oh, I could read your thoughts. I could read your energy. I know what's going on with you. I could look at the time and tell you what, I could listen to the horns and all that type of shit. You know? Somebody says, that's my ego talking. No, this is my real fucking life. This is my real fucking life. See, this is what I'm saying. I had to block that person, but that's what they would say. If I told them what I know, right? You hear the trains, right? You heard that? If I told them what I know, they'd say that's your ego talking. But guess what? I don't have no fucking ego. I'm speaking on the truth. I'm one of the motherfuckers that was in the sky looking down like, damn, she got a big ass booty. Let me go get me some of that. Right? And then I'll be teaching them, oh, you know what the time mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you take sea malls, think about it. If I could play the book of Enoch right now, they went into the daughters of earth, right? And slept with them. right? And that was against the God in the Bible, right? And then they taught him about the knowledge of the plants, right? And they taught him about astronomy and numerology. They told him the secrets of the clouds, right? They even taught him how to do their eyelashes. They taught him how to do lashes in this bitch, right? They literally say that. They taught them how to beautify their eyelids. If y'all think I'm go on YouTube and take some time and listen to the Bible, the Ethiopian Bible, and read the book of Enoch. It's on audio. You can play it on audio. That God in that Bible is, you can't do shit. He killing everybody for doing, like, so that means the people on the planet, right? He ain't want them worshiping idol gods. But then, I call it the In.It. I'm an In.It, right? Then the In.It sleep with these people, right? And then they give them knowledge on what's really going on. And then God is mad at that? That don't sound like the God I serve. I don't think God would want me to be dumb. I think God would want me to be extremely intelligent. Why would God get mad at me? You know? Ray Infinite said, yes, I heard that in Sunrise before when they came here. It's like, I don't know, y'all. I want y'all stay in y'all Bible. Don't, you know, if I got to burn in hell, I'll burn in hell. But I got questions. Why is the God in the Bible killing everybody? Why is the God in the Bible killing everybody? Where Infinite Love said, I could touch a plant or talk to a plant and it grows quickly, and I believe it. But somebody else, that's because like, we probably both In.It. I ain't gonna lie. We probably both In.It like a motherfucker. But regular human beings, they gonna say that shit ego. They gonna see, and you couldn't even, I'm probably one of the only people that you could tell that to. I'm probably one of the only people that you could tell that to and that'll understand you. But if you talk to somebody else, they gonna say you crazy, they gonna be looking at you crazy, or they gonna say, oh, that's your ego, you think you God. No. I just know I ain't from this motherfucker. Right, they gonna say it's witchcraft. Just like they're gonna try to say, they'll say these tarot cards that I be pulling out, that's witchcraft and that's against God. But I damn sure be reading people energy in other states over the phone. Who's giving me this information? If what I'm doing is against God, then who's giving me the information? Because I never missed, I'm not being funny, none. I never missed on none of my readings. I've been doing psychic readings for like the past year and a half. I never did a face-to-face, I had to do a face-to-face reading with nobody. I literally talk to the spirit world and I give people their reading and they're 100% accurate. Explain that. Who am I talking to, the devil? The devil is giving me this information? Even though I'm saying all praise to the Most High God. So, I don't know. I just don't know if the God I serve is the God that's in that Bible. And that's all I'm saying. Maybe God will change my heart. Maybe he'll give me a dream tonight. You know, I'll never go against my maker. But I'm going to speak some true shit. Why is God in the Bible killing everybody? Sending other people to kill people, like slavery, all this. I'm a jealous guy. Why would God be jealous? Why would God be jealous? The God I serve is jealous? I thought jealousy was a trait of the devil. So why would God be jealous? And then not only God is jealous, but he'll kill you. He'll kill you. I'm so jealous that if I see you praying to a statue, I'm going to kill your ass and burn you in hell forever. Don't question me, because I'll burn you in hell forever. That's God of love. That's the God we serve. And you'll burn in hell forever, and your seeds will burn in hell forever. That's the God we serve. I'm like, how long? I've been going with this shit, but I always, every time, like, especially when I listen to the audio version of the Bible, like, I don't know if it's the voices, but if that's the words that's in the Bible, God doing mad murder in the Bible. Ray Infinite Love said, like, I don't get why they say crystals are demonic when we had crystal cities. Like, everything is, like, people so scared of burning in hell. They so scared of burning in hell that they just accept whatever they gonna get. They accept whatever they read. It must be right. You know, God killing the babies, the wives, flooding the whole planet. Like, but if you say people so fucking scared of going to hell that they'll never question this shit, therefore you know how many family members and generations that read the Bible and was like, they scared. I used to have to go to church 4 days out the week. I used to be scared as hell I was gonna go to hell when I was a little kid. They literally had me in fear. God gonna burn you in hell for listening to rap music. I'm like, God gonna send me to hell for listening to rap music? Oh, you making that worldly music? You gonna burn in hell. But I'm gonna burn in hell for making worldly music, but I live in the world though. That's why I never wanted to be like a gospel artist. I'm gonna be a gospel artist when I live in the world. So I can't talk about nothing in the real world, because that make me evil, even though I live in the real world. God gonna, look how many people come on this channel. God gonna send you to hell for them tarot cards. Even though I'm talking to God though, I can see if I was talking to the devil, I'm talking to God. And whoever I'm talking to, they talking back. How many times I hit the lotto? Who is that? The devil giving me lotto numbers? I never go against my maker. I never go against God. But I'm just not sure that the God that I'll be talking to is the God that's in that Bible. And honestly, I'm starting to feel like all of these books is made up, including the Quran. I never read the Quran, but I could just look at everybody. I could look at how everybody is controlled by religion. You know? Hear the sirens. Ranvin said they say don't talk to our ancestors or call on them. He said I'd be researching my laws also. I don't looked into all of this type of stuff. But my question is, if I put the Bible down, I'll still be talking to God though. And it's almost like I know when I'm doing something wrong. I know when I'm doing something wrong. I ain't really need the Bible to tell me that I was doing something wrong. Because I know I'm doing something wrong. When you're doing something and you're looking over your shoulder, you know you're doing something wrong. You know? But look, I guess I'll be the only one openly saying I just feel like something wrong with the Bible. I feel like the God in the Bible is not the God that's in the sky. That's not the God in heaven. And if I'm wrong, then show me the way. He said Jesus coming back. When? When Jesus coming back? I'm just asking. My ancestors, my mother's mother, my mother's mother, my aunt that raised me, was waiting for Jesus to come back all this time. Well, when Jesus coming back? Said something about 400 years. We came when slave ships showed up on the shores with Jesus' name on it in 1619. 1619, the Bible talk about 400 years. 400 years, but 1619 is 2019. I thought Jesus was going to come back 2019. When Jesus coming back? And then, of course, that's the answer that everybody give. No disrespect, Brittany, but that's the answer that everybody give. Only the Most High God knows that. Okay. All these damn people get murdered. All these people get murdered. The Palestine, Israel just killed mad Palestinians, right? These babies getting murdered every day. Why God don't stop that? All of the shit going on this earth, why? All the evil shit going on this earth. I hear that free will shit. I hear the free will. I get it. But we have kids, right? Don't we have kids? We don't let our babies we don't give our babies free will. If we give our babies free will, they'll walk in traffic. We don't give our babies free will. We don't give our babies free will because, enough to where they're going to hurt them. We'll let them walk around and learn how to walk, but we're not going to let them walk outside by themselves. And I never go, like I said, I never go against God. And people probably feel like the way I'm talking is that I'm going against God. No, but you're not going to hit me with that shit that they hit me. Don't never question God. I'm not questioning God. I'm questioning the God in that Bible. Why is the God in the Bible killing everybody? How can you say thou should not kill and then you kill everybody? I'm a jealous God. And if you don't serve me, I'll kill you and burn you up in hell. That's fear. I serve God because I love God and I know God loves me. But I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. Every time I play the audio version of the Bible, he said God gave us free will so we could choose for ourselves when we grow a conscience, of course. Babies don't have a conscience yet. That has nothing to do with free will. Yeah, it do got something to do with free will. It do got something, because we're like babies. You think the people that committed sins years and years ago knew that whatever they was doing was going to curse the whole lineage, and people were going to slavery, and babies would get fed to alligators, and men would get ripped apart from horse to horse, and their balls ripped into it, get their dicks cut off, and women would get the babies ripped out of their stomach, and motherfuckers get set on fire and hung and burned on trees and ate and turned into couches and shit like that. When you stop them, hey, you might not want to do that. Let me give you a glimpse of what's going to happen to your kids' kids. God is the father, right? And the mother. I hear that free will shit, but I hear that. He pulled some cards out. You know, because you know how y'all say these tarot cards are the devil, right? But it really feel like the people that got a problem with tarot cards is the regular motherfuckers on the planet. The motherfuckers that don't got no spiritual gifts. If you had gifts like I had, you would use your shit. You know? But all praises to the Most High God, spirit guides, angels of the white light. All praises to the Most High God, spirit guides, angels of the white light. And for the ones that said don't mess with them tarot cards, this is a tarot channel. So get the fuck off the channel if you don't like tarot cards with your scared ass. I mean that. Like, this is a tarot card channel. Brianna, whatever your name is, this is a tarot card channel, right? You know, this is a tarot card channel. Whether if you was a Christian, right, and I was a Muslim, and if I was talking about the Quran on this channel, you wouldn't tell me to put the Quran down, right? You wouldn't tell me to put the Quran down. You'll just know that it was a Muslim channel. So this is a tarot channel. If you got a problem with tarot cards, get the fuck off the channel. Okay? Miss me, maybe we don't believe in the same shit. You know? Maybe we don't believe in the same shit. Don't try to force me to believe in your shit because you scared to do shit. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. You know? Watch this. Let's see what we get. Dear Most High God. Dear Most High God. Where do I come from? I know I ain't from here. I know I ain't from this planet. With these regular motherfuckers on this planet, I know I'm not from this fucking planet. I know too much. It's just like the story of Enoch when they were showing them the knowledge of the planet. I be showing, if you take sea moss and bladderwrack and burdock, well, I'm doing the same shit that the Enoch was doing. You know? Brittany Moore said, I choose not to use my gifts. They want me out here for mine. Okay. Brian said, Jesus is king, the one true slain the lamb. I'm not knocking that. But how I know you're not saying that out of fear? How I know you're not saying that out of being brainwashed? That's all I'm saying. But just for the fact that you still saying Jesus, right? Not being funny or nothing. The world know that his name wasn't Jesus. Right? It's proof that his name was not Jesus, but then people still type in, Jesus is the way. Like, you're not even saying his real name. And how you know somebody personally if you're not using a real name? You still calling them, and I'm not being funny or nothing, right? Because, I'm evil, right? But if I was Jesus, right? And you saying Jesus, right? Right? But we know Jesus wasn't his name. It wasn't no even, J's didn't even exist around that time. So how I know you just not brainwashed? Because his name was Yahshua, but you calling him Jesus. So how I know, like, you just not brainwashed and scared that you're going to go to hell. So you hit me with Jesus, which ain't even his name. Right? I'm questioning everything. A lot of people are scared to go to hell. Y'all scared to burn in hell. Y'all scared that God gonna destroy you. But I don't believe my God gonna send me to hell. I don't believe that. Cause I come from heaven. So I don't believe that. Yeah. Where do I come from, Lord? Let's see what they give me. Where do I come from? We go to number 7. I'm born on the 7th. 7 is God's number. 6 and 1. This card is standing your ground. This is a card that's standing your ground. Them 6 of Wands, that's people attacking me. And that's me holding 6 of Wands as being famous. 7 of Wands is protect, like people want to knock you off your platform. That's people attacking me. Number 7. 7 is God's number. That's the card that's standing your ground. Look at that. Where do I come from? I'm like a freedom fighter. I'm like rebellious by nature. But on some godly shit, though. And people going to attack me. But I am the 7th, baby. King of Swords. King of Swords, speak the truth. 7 of Wands on a platform with people attacking him. 4 and 7 equal 11. 11 represent groups of people. Aquarius ruled the 11th house. See the number? 47. The King of Swords, speak the truth. 7 of Wands on a platform where people are attacking him. King of Swords is highly intelligent and he speak the truth. 7 of Wands, somebody standing their ground with what they saying. What do God think about me? All praise to the Most High God. What do you think about me? I'm going to show you the cards clear as day. What does the Most High God think about me? The Sun. What do the Most High God think about me? Look at that. Celebrations. Rewards of the hard work. The Sun. Being in the spotlight. The Sun. This is the best card in the deck. In the tarot deck is the sun. What do the Most High God think about me? What? Let me read it. Your personal magnetism is high. Success and good health, high self-esteem, confidence in love and career, improved physical conditions and overall energy, mental alertness, optimism, and happiness, a period of contentment and joy. Tell me I miss. Maybe that's my ego making these cards come out. I ain't from this fucking planet. I am one of the Enoch. I'm one of the Enoch. I'm one of the motherfuckers that was looking down there. Yeah, hey, you know this planet do this. I don't believe that. I ain't from this planet, by the way, and I'll never be from this dumbass planet. I'll never be a regular motherfucker. No disrespect. I'll never be a regular motherfucker. This is why I can't talk to everybody. This is why I be at work quiet. The motherfuckers don't even know what my voice sound like at work. They just know that my kids listen. That's why I don't got a lot of friends. That's why I got baby mamas that betray me with dumbass niggas that don't know shit. That's why they betray me with dumbass niggas that gotta live with them. Yeah. A future millionaire. Future probably billionaire. A nigga with multi-talented motherfucker. Yeah. That's why motherfuckers, I date a girl and she'll choose some other motherfucker that can't do shit what I could do. I'm like, is that who you want over me? Tyrone? Yeah, because he more like me. Hey, Sirens? He more like you, dumb. Dumb and don't know shit. A regular earthling. I ain't no regular earthling out this bitch. I'm different. Always been different. So I'm going to keep speaking my truth. Because long as long as the God I serve feel that way about me, that's all I care about. Women have choices. You said women have choices. I know women have choices. And I have choices too. Get the fuck off my channel. That's why all these fucking gnats be on my channel. If I wasn't lit like that, if I wasn't the truth, these niggas wouldn't be on all of my motherfucking platforms. These niggas be on 6 o'clock in the morning. When are y'all gonna get off my motherfucking balls? You regular earthling, no talent, no spirit you give, scared ass, weak motherfuckers. I hurt somebody's feelings. I'm trying to be nice. Get the fuck off my balls. Now, the people that rock on my channel, y'all already know how we get down. But for these little niggas in the fake little comments and putting their little shit up, get off my fucking balls, please. My balls is asking you to get off my balls. What y'all say? Please get off his balls. Get off my fucking balls. You regular, no talented, scared, weak to death, not challenging shit motherfuckers. Following, not leading motherfuckers. Y'all would never get on the platform and say the shit that I'm saying. Dear Most High God, question. Dear Most High God, is that you in the Bible? Is that you in the Bible? Or is that like some game that they playing? Dear Most High God, is that you in the Bible? Nine of Pentacles. I'll take 3. Is that you in the Bible? No, it ain't. I know it's not. I know it ain't. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I know it ain't. I know it's not. And I'm not going back off that. I know it's not. I know it ain't. I know the God I serve ain't killing everybody. Killing, wiping out whole cities. Sending people to kill babies and wives and take the spoils. I know it ain't. I know it ain't. I know it ain't. So, I'm never going against God. But I don't believe that that's God in the Bible. I believe that's the fucking devil in the Bible. I believe they playing a fucking mental game on every fucking body. I believe that that is the devil in the Bible. The God of the Bible, I believe that that is the devil in the Bible. And that's the big ass trick that they fooling us with. And that's why everybody fucked up in the world. That's why the whole world at war over religion. I knew that, yo. I knew that, yo. I knew that. I knew that. I know that. I know that. I know that. I said, is that the God in the Bible when the devil came up? It's like spiritual warfare out here. I know where I came from. I'm an earth angel. Ain't no running from that shit. I kind of, like, I know since I came here. Nobody know how I feel to be an earth angel. You gotta really be in this motherfucking shoes. I know who I am. And I know God can't, the God I serve ain't killing everybody. Ain't burning everybody up in hell. Oh, you worship a statue, I'm gonna burn you up in hell. I'm a jealous God. You a jealous God? I thought jealousy was the trait of the devil. All through the Bible, God killing everybody. Not even cursing for 70 generations. Don't you think that's a little fucking harsh? So then again, I ask, if I put the Bible down, do I still got a relationship with God? I damn sure do. Everybody in religions. I don't know. And I ain't telling none of y'all to put y'all Bible down. I ain't even saying that I'm completely gonna put it down. I'm gonna keep on reading. But if my soul keeps saying, yo, that ain't God, I gotta listen to it. And I ain't here to influence nobody. I never influence nobody to put a Bible down or turn away from God. My whole life is devoted to the Most High God. But I gotta be it. Hear them sirens? What time is it on the clock? 10:05. 10:05. You know what number you get with 10:05? The number 15. 15, see that number 15? It's 10:05. See number 15? 15 is the number for the devil. 10:05 break down the number 15. 15 is the number for the goddamn devil. I know that God in the Bible ain't the real God that's in the sky. I know it. Numerology telling me that. I know it. 10:05 on the clock. That break down to 15. When you see number 15, that's the number for the devil. And guess what? According to the Bible, God don't want earth angels, teaching people this knowledge. Because he want everybody to depend on, I don't believe that's some shit that it's almost like the Wizard of Oz when they went and found the Wizard of Oz and it was some scared ass, low ass nigga. God way bigger than that. I'm a jealous God. I'm gonna burn you up in hell and kill everybody, kill the kids. That's God doing that? Or that's the devil doing that? You mean you created me, then you're gonna kill me for me using the gifts that you gave me? Oh, them tarot cards is the devil. If you see any man looking into the future, that's not the God I serve. I'm sorry. So hopefully I ain't for nobody. Do I work for God? Yeah, I work for God. But I don't know about the God that's in that Bible. And people gonna hate me. People gonna block my channel. I don't even give a fuck. They gonna hate. They gonna feel like They gonna really feel like I'm a devil demon because I'm questioning the God that's in the Bible, that's killing everybody, that got everybody in fear. Of course we gonna fear God, but not like that though. Religion got us all fucked up. Religion got us all fucked up. How many people really know God though? So if you put your Bible down or your Quran down, do you still know God or you lost God? Without the book, there's no God. Brittany Moore said, God put earth angels here to serve a purpose for him. We work for him. I work for God. People gonna try to pay me, they always try to pay me like a fucking devil. I'm a whole fucking earth angel. I know that. It's like, go read the book of Enoch. If you don't want to read it, listen to the audio on YouTube. And go to the Ethiopian Bible. Because remember, they took the book of Enoch, the book of Jubilee. The Ethiopian Bible got 81 books in it. Go tell me what you think. Go read it for yourself. Why is God killing everybody? Thou should not kill, but he's killing everybody, even the little babies. Take the spoils, kill everybody, but save this. Listen, one of them said, you could go into the town and take their land and kill everybody, the wives, the kids, and everybody, but leave the spoils. Tell me, is that something that the devil would say, or is that something that God would say? That's some shit that the devil would say. Yo, go in there and kill all their ass, you know what I mean, but leave the gold and jewelry and shit for me though. You know what I mean? Take all they shit, kill everybody, kill the babies, the women, and everybody, but make sure you take the gold and the diamonds. Cause God need gold and diamonds. Fuck out of here. I just see behind the veil. Oh, if anybody using tarot cards, that's the devil. Why? Cause I'm gonna see that y'all fucking lying. There's people that God gave spiritual gifts to, and you can see past a lie. Good night, y'all. Love y'all. All praise to the Most High God. All praise to the Most High God. For anybody that be like, you on here blaspheming God, no. I'm not blaspheming God, nothing. I'm just waking myself the fuck up. I'm waking myself the fuck up. People choose to want to be asleep. My mother was asleep. My grandmother was asleep. My aunt was waiting on. You're so scared to do anything. So scared to be anything. That's a slave to me. I ended off with the sirens. What? Time on the clock? Look at the time on the clock. 10:11. Take the zero out, you get 11111. Look at the time on the clock right now, y'all. 10:11. You get 111. Let's do the research. You get the number 111. It's 10:11 on the clock. That give you 111. Right? What is the spiritual meaning of 111?
The number 111 spiritually means new beginnings, and that your thoughts are manifesting quickly. It's a sign to focus on positivity and your dreams, while letting go of negativity. It encourages heightened spiritual awareness and trusting your intuition.
Telling me to trust my intuition, so I gotta trust it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm never here to guide nobody. I'm telling you to go get a relationship with the Most High God. Just make sure you know who God is. Do God kill anybody? Rape women? Because that's what they're doing in the Bible. Women is like property. In the Bible, women is property. Peace and love. Love y'all. All praise to the Most High God. And if I'm wrong about anything, Father God, forgive me. Because no man is bigger than God. And I never go against my maker. But I do realize when motherfuckers is getting bamboozled. Peace and love.